everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught on the right side, Brown. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
On the right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Woodard. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He was brought down by Alex.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I'm not sure if this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Greg Ward, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 12 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Jared Goff sacked.
points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Joey Bosa. Jared Goff sacked.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's nothing.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
With a 48-yard.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and
out of the gun now on third down. That's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Broncos nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
On second down, Woodard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, Woodard. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Broncos.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up
3rd Goff. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. There's Goff. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A 6-yard
gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26.
A gain of 11 on
a nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
On the carry.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Broncos 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key out now. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Finding his target, it's Ward. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this to Ward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in the middle of the hole here with a 1st and 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And 4.
And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard.
So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get this to Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at legendary land.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Michael Dixon.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Now Goff on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is gone. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's third down. And
they'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 28.
On second and 2. Goff looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's third and short.
It's third down and 2 yards to go.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Chargers 21, Broncos 6.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on.
Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They've got it a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Got Gordon open, completes it. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Out of the gun, Goff. And it's caught. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Goff throwing again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll run on 1st down. Woodard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Alexander Johnson. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a gain of 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside Gill. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught on the right side, Brown. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And his pass incomplete.
The pass.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Goff. Taken down. They sack him on the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Just short of midfield.
They'll look to throw here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed. There he needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
46, the ball carrier.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Greg Ward with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Broncos 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Denver.
Throwing again is gone. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
Complete to Noah.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Chargers, 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Give him 3 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
To the air again. Goff. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down, gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Goff. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Badgley on for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a dump off here complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Goff. And that's complete. Albert Okuebunam. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Goff. Open man, he completes it to Judy. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. This is the tight end fan. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. A shotgun snap for Goff. And with that one, all stripped, the ball comes out. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So, for the Chargers, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.